Have you ever wondered, what is reality? Now, think about what happens when you stand on solid ground, which I'm doing right now. Now, truthfully, there is no physical body doing the standing, and neither is there solid ground being stood upon. Well, at least not in the way that we would normally think about these kind of things. Now, so if you're standing, your feet and the ground are made of atoms. And an atom is a wee nucleus or a wee core of protons and neutrons, and that's surrounded by electrons, which are really just little electric charges. Now here's the thing, electrons all have the identical electric charge, and they naturally therefore repel each other. It's a bit like the way two north poles or two south poles of a magnet will naturally push and repel each other. Check this out, I've got a wee magnet here. So here's a wee magnet now. I'm going to push two north poles of the magnet together, and it's pushing the other one out of the way because two of the same poles repel each other. You see that again? So if I'm trying to push two north poles or two south poles of the magnet together, and they're naturally repelling. And so if I held it up, I can feel that little space really dense pushing against each other. Now that's a magnetic field, that wee area surrounding it pushing against the magnetic field. Now electrons don't have magnetic fields, they have electric fields, but the idea is the same. They naturally repel each other because they are the exact same. So when you stand on solid ground, the million, trillion atoms, or the electric fields from the million, trillion atoms in your feet, push against the electric fields of the million, trillion atoms in the space that you're standing on. And the downward push from the million, trillion electric fields in the atoms in your feet is equalised by the upward push of the electric fields of the million, trillion atoms in the ground. And that's why you don't fall through solid ground. But really, there is nothing physical pushing against anything else physical. It's really just energy pushing against energy. So it's energy on energy. Now, your brain processes that as physical sensation, and that's why when you touch, you feel the physical sensation, because that's how your brain processes it. But it's really all just energy pushing on energy. So the next time you pick up a spoon, just ponder this. Well, there is no spoon. Well, at least not in the way that you would normally think about solid physical things.